with that, I just wanted to go ahead and just do the vote of thanks. It's been a very interesting 2 days of the Africa Trade Conference. Yesterday, we talked about trade in Africa, really focusing on intra-Africa trade and taking advantage of the AFCFTA. We talked about the opportunities found with the regional economic communities. Then we had a discussion around trade with Africa and why global trade is very important, building African brands, changing the mindset about what products coming from Africa. We talked about trade, development, and gender. So it was really great. And this morning, I can tell you, it's been amazing talking about digital trade, which I keep saying is the great equalizer, and putting Africa front and center when we talk about trade. So thank you for all of you who have joined us. I want to actually have a special thank you for all the sponsors. This would not have been possible without the support of the International Trade Center, especially ITC She Trade, who are supporting women on this continent, who are supporting Regal Africa. And so their support was able to ensure that this information is shared to everyone who is in business in Africa or looking to do business in Africa, because these are the conversations that we need to do. We need to know the solutions so that we can transform the communities that we serve. I also want to thank the Regal Africa team for all that they do. Our other sponsors was Eva's Events and Plus. Thank you for your team and the support, and Lead Global Branding. And also our sponsor Contour, all the way from Singapore, who were able to share the solutions around trade finance. Thank you for sponsoring that. I do have to give a special thank you to our partner, Atisha, who was able to drive today's agenda on digital trade. Thank you so much for all the work that you put in to make sure that everybody understands how important this is when we talk about trade in Africa. I also want to thank the rest of us, our partners. We had very many partners, but I want to highlight just 3. We had our partner, which is Ignite Trade Africa, who have supported us, for example, in the Virtual Trade Expo, which we'll be launching right after this. We have a partner, which was the Africa International Trade Research and Commerce out of West Africa. We also had the African Women in Trade who supported us. We had Anzili who supported us. We had the Exchange who supported us. Adia Trading out of West Africa. I mean, we had very many partners who said they are going to support us. We also have the Supply Chain Academy Global out of South Africa. So there are many partners. And we want to thank you for making sure that, for taking the time to support this agenda of discussions around Africa trade. I also want to thank all the speakers and the moderators who took the time to actually go in and say, we are going to take the time to share this valuable information that is very necessary in order for us to be able to actually do trade on this continent. We can't have done this without the attendees. A lot of these attendees are business people on this continent. We have trade professionals, we have trade experts, we have various people from around the world who attended this conference, and we hope to continue seeing with you or engaging with you. I also want to thank, last but not least, the amazing Regal Africa team who visualized this concept of the Africa Conference series, which is the Africa Trade Conference, the Africa Wealth Conference, and the Africa Leadership Conference, which will definitely transform this continent. And so with that, I want to thank all of you again for attending this conference. The official discussions have ended, but the conference continues because we have a virtual trade expo going on concurrently with the conference. We made sure that the experience you'll have at the Africa Trade Conference is different. We're using technology for good. So besides getting the discussions here, you can actually go into the virtual trade expo, which is where you'll be able to see different businesses that are actually on the continent or doing business on the continent. And you can be able to see how it is that they're using technology to run their businesses. And you can be able to take up their services and their products or their goods, so that then you can be able to support them. So with that, I'd officially like to go ahead and launch the virtual Africa Trade Expo. Right after this, when we end this conference, you go back to the lobby. On your right, there is a section that says exhibitors. Just go into the exhibition hall, and then, like I said, there are various exhibitors there. Go ahead, take the time to speak to them. You can video call, you can voice call, you can chat with them, watch their videos, take up their digital products brochures, so that you can learn more about these different brands, so that you can actually do business with them. And so with that, I want to say thank you again all for attending the Africa Trade Conference 2021. We will be back next year in November for the second Africa Trade Conference. And don't forget, it's all about trading for development, because trade creates wealth in Africa. Thank you, and God bless. Bye-bye.